news right now, folks.
Oh, boy.
Diddy is in the news right now. You said something earlier too. You talked about destroying reputations, and when you destroy a reputation,
I'm gonna say something. I don't care how it comes across.
Right.
First of all, it's so easy. I think the media is one thing, but I think what you're seeing right now when it comes to that whole situation is crazy. I wanna point out something to you. Obviously, everyone saw the video of him with the Cassie. I think that was corny. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's a human being. He's allowed to make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? But I want to just say this, that, and I don't know, there's a lot of, I think there's like 200 people that came forward. Can I ask you a serious question? Do you think that all those 200 people were affected? I can answer that for you.
I'm gonna
say no.
I'm gonna answer you. And it's not a simple answer to me, because I grew up in a group home around here, Fulton Street.
Okay.
And I was kind of I didn't see these people like that, like Biggie and all of them, but I used to live around the corner from Biggie's block, and I used to see a lot of the people that are now celebrities roll around. And I noticed that there was like a group of people that chill with each other. So I used to be like, man, I wish I could be on the scene. So I used to try to get into those spaces where I would see these people. That's number one.
Okay.
So imagine, let's say Diddy or somebody who's affiliated with Diddy, they have a party in the club and there's so much people trying to get in, right?
Okay.
If this alleged personality is what it is, imagine 50 people trying to be around this person, and then their personality is what they say it is.
Okay.
And they affect those people. Now, lawsuits happen to be punitive damages sometimes too.
Of course.
Emotional damage, all this other stuff.
Of course.
And what people do is they sue for the smallest thing. So, like I told my boy the other day who was on my show, I said, all right, he did Making It a Band. How many people tried out to be Making It a Band?
Okay.
The line went for blocks and blocks and blocks. So imagine him sitting at the table and everybody that's trying out for it, every time somebody come in, get your little ass up out of here or whatever it might be. Now I'm damaged.
So can I ask you a question?
This man did.
Why didn't you sue when that situation happened at that time?
So now you're talking about,
you get what I'm trying to tell you?
That part, I get it.
Because here's my problem. Here's my problem with this situation, right? My problem is not that. Okay, like I said,
I'm going to answer that question for you too, because how much money would you need to have to make that happen? You see, you're suing this person that has millions of dollars, right?
Okay.
So now you need the power behind you to get that. The lawyers that they have, you definitely lose in that case, trying to say that somebody hurt my feelings. But now you have a better chance of winning it, and it seems like it's a class action lawsuit.
Oh, so it's a better chance because why?
Because everybody's doing it.
Okay.
Right.
Do you not see where I'm coming
from? No, I do.
So let me just make this very clear. I don't pick sides the way I am. But what's right and what's wrong is wrong. I think what we're seeing now is people not only kicking this man while he's down, but they're destroying his kids. This kid has nothing to do with this situation. His sons has nothing to do with this situation. You know what I'm saying? This guy, can I ask you a question? Is this guy outside of, again, guilt, outside of the video, okay, which we all saw, we all stand, for the most part, most people stand and say, yo, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not cool. All right? Outside of that, let's go outside of that, past that. Because obviously they settled. And we're not going to go gloss upon the fact that this girl obviously had emotional distress and things that she went through. We're not going to dismiss that, right? Okay, let's move that to the side. Let's now deal with this, with the whole situation where we're talking about the raid, the kids being treated, like criminals. They had guns to their face. I know you've seen it.
That's gonna happen to anybody.
Of course. We're not saying nothing, no. But what I'm saying to you is this. My only thing is this. all these people that's on the media now saying all these inflammatory things, right? Is he guilty? Yeah.
He's not. So you have...
Hold on. Let me just say this. Because in social media, it's guilty until proven guilty. It's not innocent until proven guilty.
In life.
So my thing is this. It seems to me like people on the Shade Room and all these different publications. I have nothing against the Shade Room, but I'm just giving an example of that.
TMZ.
These TMZ. That's a very good one, actually. Let's use that as an example. They're putting out these things. Not them. They're just reporting it. I'm not going to say that they're not doing their job, but they're reporting it, and now it's making this guy look even
worse.
5 years ago, what happened with Diddy? 5 years ago.
I do not remember, but remind me.
Diddy's 50th birthday party.
Okay.
December 2019.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. How many people wanted to go to that party?
I think everybody wanted to go to that party. Everybody wanted to go to the all-white party.
And how many of those people even got into that party?
A lot of people got into it, but not everybody. Listen,
exactly.
A lot of people got into it,
exactly.
but not everybody.
So some of those same people that was at that party are now kicking this man while he's down.
Right.
Do you think that's right?
No.
Okay. So my whole point of what I'm trying to tell you is this. Let the courts deal with the situation. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't take 15 other niggas to sit there, destroy this man's character. Okay, we understand what's going on, but to put more things on this man's jacket that's already there than what's already there, I should say. I don't think that's right. So that's my only. That's my only thing.
I'm gonna say something. I'll wait for you to finish.
That's my only thing.
Because I have made videos myself. Right?
Cause I don't agree with that, bro. Because you're kicking the man while he's down.
I'm gonna say
that's my only. That's my only thing. That's my only thing. Okay.
I made some videos myself, and I felt like I was doing my own little background check, if you want to say, just sitting here on my red couch and just watching videos, and I'm like, man, that's some questionable behavior, right? Yes, you could call it kicking a man while it's down, but watch this. I do not respect any man that will beat a woman the way that he did. And when I saw that, I lost respect for that man regardless. There's no, in my mind, there's no coming back from that. Okay. You could sit here and apologize 20,000 times. The way he beat her up had me like, yo, and I always said this. I said
he didn't beat her up. He fucking dragged her, which was even. I would say even worse.
Worse, right? So, and I always say this: any man that hits a woman will never hit a man, right? I always say that. I always say any man that hits a woman will never jump in a man's face the same way. You might jump in a man's face, but you're not gonna do all of that what you did to her. Okay. That was terrible to me. And now just to embark on that just a little bit.
I agree.
Now, this was, as we saw the tape, it was on camera, okay? Allegedly, I think he might have paid the people off or something like that, not to put it out. But it was on camera, okay? You knew what was happening. You're in a big hotel. You know it's being filmed. You already know that you could possibly have repercussions behind it. But you thought you had that much power, or saw that you had that much power, that it wasn't going to go anywhere. So if you think that you have that much power that it won't go anywhere in this situation, there could possibly be other situations that are the same. That's the answer to the question about the 200 people. Now, you also got to remember that he was a host on, it was like many other shows. I don't know if it was The Voice or it was like a couple of these reality shows that he was doing. Where you have people coming through. I'm sure a lot of people from making it a band and things like that are probably in those lawsuits too, because he hurt some feelings, right? Now, they probably signed an NDA. And a lot of people, probably most likely, I was reading something that said, 200 out of those 200 people, only 25 of them probably got a real case, right? You have to vet all of those people. And that's possibly the reason why they just said that his court case is gonna be next year, June. So now he has to spend a whole year waiting. So going back to what you said about innocent until proven guilty, if he is not proven guilty yet. The man is sitting behind bars right now, all the way up until June. You see what I'm saying? And that's the court system for you right there in general.
That's a whole different conversation.
Right, that's bail reform conversation, right?
Let me just say this. I'm not here defending nobody, but I'm just saying what's right and what's wrong is wrong. There's niggas, listen, I don't have to say names. There's people I've talked to that have the same stance as me. I'm not going to even say names here. All I'm saying is, I'm not making a controversial statement. I'm just saying, damn, I didn't know all these cops was on social media now. I didn't know that they worked for the DA.
He said, I didn't know all these cops.
I didn't know all these cops was on social media. I didn't know a bunch of these private investigators are on social media. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, at the end of the day, right and what's wrong is wrong. We saw what was wrong. That video is wrong. Any person that could tell me that video was right, you clearly got something going on. But what I'm talking about specifically, I'm going to say this again. We're talking about the charges, the baby oil, and all this other bullshit. Yeah, you got another. Speaking of which, you have another young lady, that was on the Piers Morgan show, destroying.
Jaguar, right? I didn't like.
Listen, destroying this man's character. Then they talked about Hov and Beyonce. Next day, what happened?
They put out that. Hey,
what happened? What happened the next day?
Take that down. I was wondering to myself, how come Diddy's lawyers didn't?
You know why? You know why?
Why?
You know why? Because he's down right now. Okay.
So he can't really talk too much.
Okay, listen. There's some things that's out there, and it's out there now. And I spoke to some people about this. Much love to Derb. Me and Derb spoke about this months ago. So Diddy sued.
DeLeon.
No. It was Ciroc, the guy that did Ciroc.
Wasn't DeLeon?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It was Ciroc. Okay. Now you know that whole liquor, that upper echelon of the liquor industry. Right. That's like a secret society all by itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Once he sued them, that's when they allegedly hired a private
exactly.
Look into his life.
This is all alleged. We don't know this. We wasn't there. We're just telling you based off what we hear. But I've heard that months ago. Even before that was even put on the podcast.
They said that's what was going to happen.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my thing is this, at the end of the day, right? I'm going to let the courts play this out. I'm going to see what happens. If for some reason the courts say this man is whatever, cool, whatever. But I don't have much of an opinion outside of, damn, it takes 30 years, 20 years to create a legacy, and it takes 30 seconds to
take it away.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, prayers to everyone involved. I'm not taking, if anyone was really affected by the situation, obviously that video was for me, watching that video, I was like, oh, that's fucked up, man.
The way he beat that woman up.
He dragged her. Let's make it clear.
He dragged
her.
Yeah.
He dragged her. She was clearly scared, which clearly means that something of that sort may have been happening. I don't know if that's the case or not. I don't know.
I saw what I saw.
I don't know.
So let me ask you this question.
But it's clear as day to me that Cassie was dealing with this previously.
Right.
Now,
it's not the first time.
But now, again, I'm going to say this. Because there's other people that been in this situation that came back. You know what I'm saying? Artists, rappers, singers, whatever the case may be. They got second chances. In life, none of us,
Chris Brown ain't getting no chance. Chris Brown is damn near Michael Jackson right now, or would have been. But it's like, for some reason, they not giving him his just due, all because of the one mistake that he made, and I believe Rihanna bite him or something.
And this is the whole point. The one mistake Diddy made, is similar to the mistake that Chris Brown made.
Similar.
I think the difference here is a lot of people didn't like Diddy, but secretly had to say, "Oh yeah, we cool," until he was down. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
We made fun of Diddy my whole life. Everybody growing up, we used to be like, yeah, he keeps saying, yeah, what? That's it. What it is. When everybody had Diddy jokes. Come on, stop playing, son. Diddy jokes ain't just start. When I was a kid, we used to talk about Diddy dancing and all that other stuff. Come on, now.
At the end
that's where he got the name Diddy from. Diddy Bop. Come on now, stop playing.
I'm just gonna say that, man. Let me just say this. What about he's innocent of everything he's being charged for?
If he's innocent,
what happens then? Does these same people that's on these shows, on these podcasts, because there's so many people capitalizing off of this.
Yeah,
everybody, including you.
Yeah. 600,000 views.
Let me ask you a question. If he's innocent, what happens?
If he's innocent, then those who are morally in tune with their morality will have feelings about it and either or take their videos down or say,
I don't even want to
or apologize in some way. That's the people that have morals or good morals. You see what I'm saying? But people who don't care are gonna keep it going or do whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a narcissistic attitude anyway.
Oh, let me ask you a question. What makes you say he has a narcissistic attitude?
No, I said the people who don't want to get in tune with their morality or whatever, will like, cause like you said, if I feel like, oh, he got off, and then they showed the evidence, oh, he was clear, I'm gonna be like, damn, bro. But bro, like, come on, son, I'm a grown ass man. I've been around the world, and now, I saw what you did on tape, bro.
All right, but again, the same thing happened. I didn't want to use Chris Brown. I was gonna use someone totally different. I use
Chris Brown.
I think Chris Brown, his redemption story, his testimony is amazing. Yeah. And I think that Diddy should have that right to get that second chance too. I think that a lot of people he's been winning for so long is that when he's losing now, people are like, yeah. Is there? And the problem? Let me just say one last thing. Mm-hmm. The problem is it's the same people of the same color of skin is doing it to. This is why black people a lot of times can't band together, because rather than say, you know what, pray for that brother, man, let's pray for him and whatever the case may be, they're just kicking him while you're down. Then they're just taking the gasoline and just setting the nigga on fire. Then they put the water out. Nah, I'm gonna set him on fire again. Okay. So that's what they're basically doing. And at the end of the day, I don't feel like that's right. I feel like, obviously, he's wrong. Let's give him grace the same way God gives all of us grace. You know what I'm saying? Because I bet you in some of our closets, it's not going to be. There's going to be some bones. There'll be some people. There'll be some things. So no one's perfect. So let's give that man the same grace that God gives us. That's my only thing. Okay, I don't think what I'm saying is wrong. I don't think what I'm saying is wrong.
Sure, that's your opinion.
I think that as a human being, you should give afforded a second chance. Now, I'm going to preference this by saying, if you're a pedophile, you don't deserve that.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Lieutenant
Dan. When you're a pedophile, you deserve whatever comes with that shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't stand against shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I feel like even those people in the book, in the Bible, they'll say, yo, you got to give everybody a second chance. I feel like if you're playing with kids, that's a different type of sickness.
It's over.
That's a different type of sickness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know,
it is what it is.
But yeah, go ahead. Ask your question.
I was going to ask you: is there a right time, or is there a time where hitting a woman is justified?
No.
No time.
No.
My boy said
no.
If she shoot at you.
All right. Let me just say this. I'm going to say this. If someone is attacking you and you have no choice but to defend yourself, if it's your life, at that point you have no other choice.
So defending yourself, but if it's
it depends on. But again, we're talking
100 pounds soaking wet. You're gonna have to take that slap.
No. What I'm saying to you is it's a vague question that you're asking, because you don't know the type of circumstances. If it's a situation where you and your lady's arguing and she's trying to put your hands on you, you have a right to walk out. You have that right to walk out immediately.
But if your arm is broken and she's swinging a knife at you, this is some personal. Your arm is broken. Clearly, and she's swinging a knife.
This red couch may have some toxic shit going on in this red couch. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things happening on this red couch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get some holy water or something.
The red couch will burn. Hold on one second.
I'm gonna get some holy water or something, man. Listen, when Jay-Z and fucking Beyonce fucking sent that cease and desist, she's on the radar. So got, you know.
Well, they said they didn't. The lawyer got on and said it wasn't really a cease and desist. He basically gave him an ultimatum.
Oh yeah,
and said,
and
listen,
what was that ultimatum?
take it down, or there'll be some repercussions. They probably going. They
You
will take him to court.
know what the
It's
repercussions are.
It's a legal thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you know, libel is a real lawsuit.
Liability.
No, libel.
What's that?
Libel. That's libel and slander, bro.
Oh, slander.
Libel and slander. That's a real lawsuit.